So we look at a number of stocks for investors in the mining sector. Rio Tinto is a key company. It's a standout billion-dollar business. It's huge in iron ore at the moment, producing very good quality iron ore in millions of tons and benefiting from very high prices at the moment since the terrible disaster that we saw in Brazil with the Vale dam. And Rio Tinto is not just buoyed by iron ore, but high coal prices, high copper, and those are the key raw materials. It also has quite a number of other more specialised commodities within its portfolio. They're not so important now, but they will be in future years. So there's that optionality that I like in there for when there is less going on in the bulk commodities and perhaps more of a focus on the base metals and industrial commodities. A good quality gold stock is Anglo Mining, which operates in Azerbaijan. It built the Gedebek mine about 15 years ago. It's been working its way through that. It has a very well developed processing plant. The mine continues to grow in certain directions, and management are hugely accomplished and experienced, and they're now paying a dividend. So quite a lot of cash being returned to shareholders. That dividend should increase and improve over the years going forwards, and really very steady state production. So it's not the world's most exciting company, but it's doing well, and there's definitely some optionality on the upside. So for investors looking for a nice gold stock that's well leveraged to the gold price with a solid management team in place, Anglo Asian Mining is a good place to go. Atalaya, good mid-cap mining stock, copper production in Spain at the old Rio Tinto copper mine, working very well, great management team, really solid, should be a key part of any small cap portfolio in my view. For investors who are more interested in the outlook for energy going forwards, we know the Chinese are building lots of nuclear power plants. The Japanese are slowly restoring their nuclear energy power producers since the Fukushima disaster. And I think uranium is going to be important. We've seen the bottom of the uranium market. We're seeing stocks now being used up in the market. And there are some new uranium companies on the block. Aura Energy, which has a uranium project in Mauritania, which is a nice place from a mining perspective. First Quantum have been there for many years mining copper. And we're also seeing Aura Energy with a vanadium project in Sweden, which is a nice place for that sort of thing. And vanadium is a new energy metal. It goes into vanadium redox batteries, which is seen as a big growth market going forward. So Aura Energy looks well placed from an energy perspective from a future energy perspective. Base Resources, well-respected management team. They've done really well in Kenya, which isn't the easiest place to work with their Kwale mine. They're producing mineral sands and good value mineral sands. It's not just ilmenite, it's zircon and rutile coming out of that mine. And so they get about $300 a ton, which is nice value. Now, having done that and having succeeded where many thought would be difficult, they're moving into Madagascar. They've got a new project down there at Toliara, so it's an interesting place to operate in. And so they're ready to take up the challenge, and it's going to be a challenge. A whole bunch of us went out to the Toliara site recently. Of 16 of us, 15 of us came down with very severe food poisoning, not something we wanted to take away from Madagascar and not something we're going to forget for a while. But let's face it, management know what they're dealing with, their security was good, and apart from the choice of food on the menu, I think everything could go quite well.